you cyberpunks and retro nerds out there. Welcome back to the trashiest channel this side of YouTube, Neon Motherfucking Trash. I'm your host, Tommy the Hammer. How y'all motherfuckers doing? Good, I hope. Me? I had kind of a rough work week and an even worse Friday, so I'm looking to get drunk, watch some sleazy old school horror movies, and hang out with y'all motherfuckers. If you guys know me, you know this guy loves Italian giallo movies. That's right, guys. We've got Italian on the menu. Tonight we're going to be checking out the classic Lucio Fulci giallo, Murder Rock. Yeah, I saw this movie many years ago, but I don't really remember it. My brother was good enough to buy me this Blu-ray copy for Christmas, and I'm finally just getting around to checking it out tonight. So without further ado, guys, let's peep that motherfucking trailer. When we get back, you're gonna know Tommy the Hammer's opinion on Murder Rock. Let's go, motherfuckers. Cheers.
Aspetta ogni tuo passo. Può colpirti in ogni momento. Implacabile, spietato.
Mi è venuta una gran voglia di ammazzare un'altra di quelle ragazze.
Per la prima volta in televisione, Murder uccide a passo di danza. Domani alle 20:30 su Italia 7.
Alright guys, I just got done watching the movie Murder Rock, directed by the prolific Lucio Fulci. I guess that begs the question, is this his best film? No. The guy has directed a ton of movies. Everything ranging from horror films, supernatural, westerns, his penchant for extreme gore. I mean, I don't know, maybe I'm a huge fan of giallo movies and that kind of gives me a slight bias. But I found this to be entertaining in a number of ways. The acting was good. It kind of reminded me of his movie, The New York Ripper. I gotta admit, the music did not fit a lot of the scenes. And I found that to be intriguing because, I don't know, with a slasher movie that has the central focus being the music, the dancing, the whole stage show dynamic, to not really bring the heat with the music and make it match up with what's going on the screen, I don't know, maybe that was the director's fault, maybe that was the editor's fault, maybe that was the cinematographer's fault. I don't know. I really can't say who's to blame for that falling so flat, at least for me. The music itself wasn't bad, it just wasn't tailor-made for these scenes. And the only thing I can conclude or think of is that Fulci wanted a very Americanized song or a very Americanized musical style, and he didn't care whether or not audibly it fit these scenes. Everything in this movie has this kind of crazy psychedelic arc light to it, and I loved that. I absolutely did. At the end of the day, I thought the overall mystery of the giallo wasn't as interesting as some other Italian horror movies that I've seen throughout the years. Yeah, maybe the ending kind of blindsided me a little bit, but this film is just riddled with red herrings. Fulci does this weird thing. He gives the audience the killer that they thought was the killer from the get-go, while simultaneously giving us the killer is the person that you would least suspect it. So it's almost like the director was like thinking ahead, thinking about what the audience would expect and suspect from a murder mystery such as Murder Rock. I gotta say, the audio mixing of this Blu-ray, not great. I almost wish I had a fucking DVD of Murder Rock because I know that it would have been louder, but I will say this is a great companion piece for the New York Ripper. So if you're a fan of that movie and you want to watch something that kind of comes close to it in terms of location, vibe, and overall execution, then Murder Rock would be the perfect double feature with the old New York Ripper. Out of 10 stars, I think I could give Murder Rock tonight. This is very hard because I'm torn. I'm torn between appreciating the director. I'm torn between enjoying what I saw in terms of an exploitation level. And I'm also torn between the idea that this is kind of a piece of crap in its own way. I think I'm leaning towards 6.5, almost a 7 out of 10.